everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I've decided after many requests to do a back to basics. So this is like Vithya's back to basics 101, and here I'm going to teach you basic steps like how to do the concealer, how to do foundation, how to do contour, how to do highlight, how to apply your blusher, how to do brows, how to do liner, and how to apply your lashes. So 8 things that I'm going to teach you in my series. So you'd have to tune in every Wednesdays and Fridays to see these. If you've missed one, just go back to last week's and have a look. I always ask a lot of my clients like, okay, how do you like your eyebrows? Obviously they always say, I want natural, I want natural. But then what do you mean by natural? Like, do you want it filled in? Do you want it defined? Do you want it, you know, there are so many ways of doing your eyebrows, obviously. Now, if you look at my eyebrows, I would say I've got a little bit of a few gaps on the outside, and I'm not as full hair, but I do have a lot of hair there, so it's just like it's enough. What you need to remember is eyebrows, where they sort of end should be where your nostrils sort of are. Like this should be, so technically I should really be removing a little bit more hair just to cut. That should be your gap. This is how it should be. The narrower you get with the eyebrows, and if you try and draw them very, very close, what that will do is it will sort of, you know, it's that line. It emphasizes your nose bridge, but it also makes this part look wider, right? So that's what you're trying to do. Just like how, you know, it's that angle of where your arch should be, where, you know, the end of your eyebrow should be. It's just like there is a drawing, and this will give you a lot more symmetry in the face. Now, every time, and I used to do this really, really thick and really, really strong inside, and I used to do that because, I don't know if you can see, I've got a little bit of a scar because I had this really bad cyst that I needed to cut out. So now I just do it a bit softer, but before, because I had that cyst, just to cover it, I used to go really, really, really strong, which I don't like anymore. I mean, I've never liked it, but I just had to do it before. So what you then do is you just need to figure out what's more important to you. For me, it's just filling it in, and because I fill it in, I just use a powder product. If, however, you have loads of missing bits and your hair never grows back there and stuff as well, that's when you want to think about sort of gels, you want to think about pencils, you want to think about something that's a lot more longer lasting. Because the last thing you want is use powder, yeah, it looks great, and then after a few hours, if you've like scratched your face or done something or somebody's touched it, it's kind of come off. It's like defeats the point really. So one thing I like, I like the MAC sort of brow pencils. So this one is actually lingering, so it's not that dark. I used to use spiked, but trust me, lingering is absolutely amazing. So what you would do with lingering, so this is for the people that do have some serious gaps, or they have areas where literally there's no hair growth and they want that sort of filled in eyebrow. What you would do is you just kind of go create that sort of shape. Okay, I'm gonna have to use a mirror, sorry, because the camera is not gonna do the trick. Right, so you first fill it in. So you know how you would use foundation, like liquid foundation, and then you're setting it with powder. Why are you doing this? Just so that it doesn't move, right? And you're kind of using the same idea. So once you've used lingering, just to create that shape, now you want to set it, you then go over with the powder. So if you have an eyebrow powder, great. One powder that I really, really like are all the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow products are amazing anyway. I mean, she's known for it. But this one is the brow powder duo, and the color is dark brown. So I go with an angled brush. This one is a 266. Yeah, so like basically any sort of angled brush. This one's really nice because it's very thin and it's very flat. And I go into the dark color. And then what I'll do is, I'm just going to get the mirror again, I just set it. Now this won't move. Yeah, so this won't move. Whereas if you had just used the powder, after a while and after a few hours, it would have moved. So this won't move. This is exactly what I use on all my clients, and I think it's absolutely amazing. So lingering. Whereas if you had gone with spiked, which is a darker brown, or a lot of people think they need to wear black pencils, it's not true at all. Like if you want your eyebrows to look really natural, I would go for brown shades, like lighter brown shades. So this is what I would do. So let's say if I was kind of continuing the brow. So at this point, I'm not using my lingering anymore. So I'm just going to go with the brow, like with the powder. once I've done this, I take the lighter color, and instead of drawing, I kind of like hold the brush the other way and I just start filling in the inside bit. Yep, so if you look at this brow and that brow, to be honest, they look quite similar. It's just this one's a bit more filled in and still very natural looking. So I don't want to change the way my eyebrows naturally are. I just want to make them look as natural as possible, but defined and a little bit filled in. Okay, and that's what I'm going to do on the other side. Some people use the gels, which is fine. If you really like the way the gel is, it's fine. It just stands out a lot more, obviously, because it's drawn on, and everyone's going to be able to tell that you've got brow product on as well. So it's completely up to you. So it doesn't really matter what skin you have, like if you're dry or oily or whatever. It doesn't really matter. It just really depends what your problem area is. So I would say if you do have loads of gaps or the, you know, very, 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 very thin hair and you want it to be filled in, then you need gel products or pencils, anything creamy that will sort of last a lot longer throughout the day. And but if you want something super natural and you just kind of want to have it filled in, no definition needed whatsoever, then just stick to powders. So I'm just going to do the other side so that I don't look weird. Yep. Ta-da, guys! Eyebrows done, looking natural, looking a little bit more complete. So yeah, that's all you technically need. An angled brush and the product. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys really enjoyed this. If you do like this, give it a thumbs up. Please leave feedback. I would love to know what you thought and if it did help, and if you can suggest anything or any techniques that you guys do so other readers and YouTube watchers can learn something from you guys as well. Do not forget to subscribe, and please watch my series so you can either watch the one that you've missed or next week's one. Mwah!